Boy, I've got a spicy one for this episode. A user makes a bold claim about Atlas Earth. We're going to take a look at it and analyze it and see if he's right or wrong. If I've piqued your interest, please stand by. Hey, all you Atlas Earthlings. Once again, this is Bronze Dragon sitting here saying, thanks for dropping by. As always, I do appreciate the time you spend with me. Please remember to leave a like on the video if you like this kind of content and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, with that out of the way, thanks. Let's jump right in. I've got a spicy comment for you. It was placed on one of my videos from last week. And at first, I was thinking about just kind of ignoring it as kind of a troll type comment. But then the more I thought, I'm like, hey, that would make a great topic for an episode. So let's dive in and see what this person said and see if they're right or wrong. Okay, first off, I'm not here to call this person out. I'm just using the question as an interesting topic to do a video because I thought it was interesting. Okay, first of all, this comes from Atlas Earth News, kind of known in the past for having a little bit of a salty take or doesn't think the best about the game Atlas Earth. And it's interesting, the name of their channel is Atlas Earth News. So anyway, their statement is, this game and channel are dying. 1,000 new people on Atlas Earth Discord in the last year. Okay, so first of all, I'm thinking, well, that's an interesting way to rate a game just by how many people are joining the Discord. And that's basically what I put in the reply, that I was going to look into this, come back and put some numbers to it and see where we stand. But I didn't think that was an accurate way to judge the performance of a game and what a game is doing, or an app, any kind of app for that matter, just by how many people join the Discord. Because there are a lot of people that play a game and don't join the Discord, don't go over on the Reddit, don't even look up information on the game. They're just playing it. Okay. So, what I did was I took and I went to Google Gemini and Chat GPT. And I also put a request for information into the Atlas Realty team, okay, through Annalise. Thanks, Annalise, for the help there. So starting off, we're over here on Chat GPT. I'm not going to read through this whole thing. You can go on Chat GPT and do your own analysis if you want. I was going to make up slides, but there would be so many slides. I'm just going to go through here and make some call outs as far as the interesting information I found. First of all, what did I ask for? I asked for the performance of the game, how many times it had been downloaded, and what the trend was from 2021 till today, what it looked like, and like an analysis of how the game is doing. That's what I asked for. And then it fired back. Here's a straight data anchored read on Atlas Earth's popularity and staying power from 2021 through August 2025. And then they go on to say that a lot of these numbers aren't publicly revealed. Some are, some aren't. So it's just going to give us the best picture possible. Neither Apple or Google publish year-by-year download counts because I kind of wanted to see, did it start out strong and then it was tailing out, or vice versa? But we're not really going to see that in these numbers. For iOS, they publish no download totals. For Android, they only show broad install bands like 1 million, 2 million, whatever. To judge the momentum, I used AppBrain's public estimates for Android, total installs for last days, and similar web store rankings. So these are two services that you can go in if you want all the information about particular apps. It doesn't even just have to be games. You can go in and it's specifically for that, to find information about how apps are doing. So that's what they're calling out. So let's take a look at this. Current adoption snapshots, publicly verifiable. Okay, so Atlas Earth on Android has been installed in the neighborhood of 4.2 million times, with 190,000 installs in the last 30 days. Okay. Google Play shows 1 million plus. Like I said, it's not very exact, but it's showing you that this app is pretty popular, right? Now, US Google Play Finance category rank, for some reason it falls under finance because you make money, I guess, number 30 as of August 10th, 2025. So it's a very popular app under the Google Play Finance category. Now, Atlas Earth app, as far as the iOS store, they're a lot more tightly knit as far as releasing information, but it did show that 72.2 thousand people chose to leave a rating on the App Store. Okay, most of us, I know, I very rarely leave a rating on an app, but that shows a very strong user base under iOS as well. And once again, under the finance rank on the iOS store, number 189. So not nearly as popular on iOS as it is on the Google Play Store. And once again, they call out that Apple does not disclose download numbers. So now, they throw in some context here. Now, they throw in two-peer games, and I can hear there's a couple of people watch my videos that love Upland. That's fine. That's great. But they're just comparing them to Upland and Landlord Tycoon because there's not really a whole lot of games in this space that really can be compared against each other. And I know they're different types of games, but for comparative purposes, Upland has been downloaded greater than 3 million times with 3.4 thousand installs in the last 30 days. So you can see that Upland has been downloaded a lot fewer times than Atlas Earth. And the other game they look at is Landlord Tycoon, which I had to look up because I wasn't even familiar with it. Older, started in 2025, has 11 million total installs and 22,000 installs over the last 30 days. So more installs over its lifespan, but a lot lower lately. That's the takeaway there. So interpreting the trend, that's what we're all looking for, okay? So Android growth and recency, crossing the 4.2 million lifetime installs as of August 2025 with 190,000 installs in the last 30 days, suggests ongoing acquisition rather than a long tail taper. What does that mean? That means it's going up rather than slowing down. If you annualize that rough recent pace, you get a back of the envelope 2.2 to 2.5 million installs per year. That's just averages, right? And it says that that's healthy, very healthy for a metaverse type game. Now, compared to peers, Atlas Earth's recent monthly installs dwarf Upland and outpace Landlord Tycoon despite Landlord's much older catalog head start. Okay. Category ranking support sitting around number 30 in U.S. finance on Google Play, corroborates continued visibility in downloads. Games rarely place this high in finance unless they have sustained traction. And then they talk about the 72,000 plus downloads on iOS, representing very competitive. They do say number 189 is middling, but ranks fluctuate and finance is a competitive category. But we also know that this is starting to be very popular worldwide as they release it in more countries. And, a lot more people have Android phones worldwide than Apple. So finally, this is what we've been interested in. Is Atlas Earth healthy and growing or trending down? On Android, it appears healthy and still growing in 2025. The recent month install velocity and the lifetime installs solid category ranking argue against a popularity decline on Google Play. Versus similar geo virtual property titles, Atlas Earth's current acquisition rate is stronger, which supports staying power within its niche. iOS, once again, lacks public download data. The rating count implies meaningful adoption, but once again, can't say it because they've got those numbers locked down. Okay, let's jump over to Google Gemini. Its analysis was a little bit shorter, but it pretty much fell in line with what Chat GPT had to say. Once again, they talk about the numbers of downloads. Atlas Earth has accumulated over 1 million downloads on the Google Play Store. Not broken down by year. A report from a third-party app analytics firm, which is what we just talked about, in mid-2025 indicated that the app had more than 330,000 installs in the first half of 2025. So that's just extrapolating out that total we had per month. It suggests continued, but not, if not, explosive growth. So continued growth. And then they talk about the 72,000 ratings with a 4.5 star average on the US iOS App Store. Active development, the app's continuous updates are a strong indicator of its health. App Store listings show a history of frequent updates, including new features, bug fixes, and content additions, such as minigames and localization for new markets. The fact that the developers are actively localizing the app for countries like Finland and Poland in 2025 suggests they are pursuing international expansion. We talk about this all the time. They've been trying to hit, and so far as I know, been hitting one country live per month in 2025. Like I said, if a game wasn't doing well, they wouldn't be ramping it up and changing the artwork and upgrading everything. They would be kind of riding its coattails and trying to make as much profit off of it as they could. While the number of downloads is important, an app's staying power is more accurately measured by user engagement. The experience of a robust community on platforms like Reddit, where users discuss strategy, earnings, and games mechanics, and it goes on. But to go back to Atlas Earth News' point, the Discord has not got a whole lot of new players to sign up for the Discord. But overall, is that worth comparing to all the other solid numbers we looked at? Monetization and financial health. The game's reliance on an in-app purchase and ad revenue is a key part of its business model. Reports from app analytics firms show that the app is generating significant revenue, with one source estimating over $550,000 in revenue in a single month in 2025. This financial stability is a critical sign of health, of a healthy and sustainable app. Okay, so the conclusion from Google Gemini, which I was hoping would have a little bit better of an analysis since it is actually a Google product. I was hoping it would have access to more data from the Google Play Store. But it says Atlas Earth does not appear to be an app that is trending down in popularity. While it may not have the meteoric, explosive growth of a new viral game, it shows all the signs of a healthy and stable mobile app. It has a significant number of downloads and a large registered user base. The developers are actively updating and expanding the game, and the app's monetization strategy seems to be successful, generating consistent revenue. The existence of a dedicated community and user-reported success stories and frustrations further suggests a healthy and engaged player base. It is a game with a unique premise that found its niche and is actively working to maintain and grow its presence in the mobile market. So it's like we always say, it's not perfect. They're working on it. They're taking suggestions. We got Annalise out there. We got a number of people that are fielding questions all times of the day from users and feeding them back to the team to try and make the game better. If this game was tailing out, you wouldn't have this interaction. Okay, I got one final thing to throw at you. Okay, like I said, I had reached out to Annalise and I'd ask her, just, ask the team for any available information that they could throw at me, facts, figures. As far as my question was, how is Atlas Earth doing? Some numbers, whatever they could give me, right? And this is actually after a little bit more than a week. This is what I heard back. Okay, so there are three specific stats. The first stat is that more than $8 million of rent, US dollars, has been paid out to players by this point. The game is approaching 1 million players monthly active globally. About half of those are in the United States. And the last fact there is nearly 5 million minigame matches played globally. So, I didn't expect them to give me any really exacting numbers because a lot of this stuff is company financial data and everything. And they want to keep that close to the vest, right? But I was just hoping to get some numbers that, showed the vitality of the game. And I think that shows, almost 1 million monthly active players playing the game globally. So while for some bigger games, that's probably a small number. For this niche, this kind of niche, play to earn, those are some pretty big numbers. And we'll finish off with this because I kind of took it personally. The comment said my channel was dying. When in the reverse is true. My channel is actually growing. It's not growing at an exponential rate. I understand that. I've already come to grips with the fact that I cover a very niche corner of the interwebs, play to earn and Web3. There's just not a ton of people out there that are interested in this, okay? I'm just a guy with a gray beard talking about a game on a weekly basis. But with that said, you can see this is my channel analytics over the last year. And you can see there's been a steady increase since I started playing and covering Atlas Earth on my channel. My channel went from about 600 up to almost 4.8 thousand. Okay. And like I said, it's not big numbers for a YouTuber, but I'm happy with him, and I'm glad that everybody has started watching my channel. And if you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to address the part of his quote that said, or his statement that said my channel is dying. My channel is slowly growing, a few people a day. What can I say? So to wrap everything up, I don't think the game is tailing off or dying in any way. In fact, I think it's got a good, strong momentum behind them. That the team, from what Chat GPT and Google Gemini have been able to pull from the internet, they have a very good install base, and it continues at a pretty rapid pace. It's not the biggest game out there, but like I said, it's a very niche product, and with how the team is bringing the game forward, making changes, upgrading things, I think that's a good sign. But you know, on the other side of that, if you have not played Atlas Earth and you're interested in playing a game on your mobile phone that you can earn a little bit of extra money on the side, you're not going to get rich off of it, but it's fun playing games and things like this and earning a little bit of money. You can check out the rest. I've got more than 160 videos dedicated to Atlas Earth on this channel to show you a little bit more about them. But I've got a referral code in the show notes, and if you use that right after you get your first free parcel in game, you got to use it right then before you buy any more. Then you get 200 free Atlas bucks when you hit your 11th parcel. So that's basically 2 free parcels. So anyway, this has been Bronze Dragon. I hope this has been interesting, and I hope this has been, you know, of use to you. So I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I'll see you in the not dying Atlas Earth.